And a good Thursday evening to you. Only 3 games left until the start of the playoffs. Let's see how the East will... Taking a look at Atlanta, advantage in 1 series. And checking out Charlotte, they're just sitting 1 spot down right on their heels.
And checking out Charlotte, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
And they need to stay focused. I mean, they have to ensure they hang on to a high seed. It's imperative for them.
So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. We've got George. Magic Johnson is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Lanier in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Charlotte, they've got Anthony Davis. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Doncic. And it's Sampson in at center. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And you simply can't give Rice those close looks because he is going to make you pay.
Outside, George. 3-pointer. And Thompson is good for 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Mitchell against Thompson. Davis with a screen on George. And that one, good. Rice has got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Davis with a screen on Johnson. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rebound by the Hawks. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
The shot by Thompson, no good. The Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Check out Sampson slamming it down. So it doesn't take much for him to reach up there at 7-4.
He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And yes, it's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
And your Blazers dance crew.
Special K, the playoffs are not far away. What kind of discussions are going on right now in those locker rooms?
Kevin, at this point in time, it's all about focus and intensity. You understand who you are and what needs to be done. It's now a matter of preparing yourself in your mind and body to go out and do that. You've worked for it, and complacency is not an option.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Sampson dishes to Davis. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And it goes on Draymond Green.
You know, Davis is so long and strong inside, he almost forces you to foul him.
The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the night.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
On the wing, Green. The three from George. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Hornets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the three off target. Thompson against Mitchell. To the paint. Here's Lanier. And he dunks it down.
That's just elementary routine for Lanier. Getting whatever position he wants inside and just going to work.
Mitchell outside. Back to Doncic. Lets the three fly. They get it again. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed.
And Mitchell is a confident scorer, including from downtown.
Johnson surveying the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
He got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
And the first one drops. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And Johnson drops them both. Looking at the Hornets, Greg, they're still in pursuit of their first trip to the NBA Finals.
And, Kevin, I hope it happens soon because their fan base deserves it. They've stuck with this team through some difficult years. It's about time they get rewarded.
Ice, it's hauled in by Lanier. And so George will bring it up for the Hawks. A three. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Man, you've got to like the way George puts the right touch and art on his shots from deep. He's an outstanding shooter from range.
Shots good by Rice. Rice has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Johnson, the pass to Lanier. They kick it out to Green from past the arc, and Davis sends it back.
Got to be careful putting up a shot around Anthony Davis.
To the inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
And it goes on Draymond Green. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
So far in this one, these guys have been knocking it down from distance. You've got to like their confidence as this game continues. They're on a nice roll.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
And he makes the first. Gregson's making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Charlotte making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And, for a big man, Anthony Davis has always been above average at the free throw line.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
He's really producing here second half of the season. He's putting up about 17 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. The real story, though, is how big of an impact he makes on the defensive end.
Absolutely. I mean, he's a lockdown guy for him, both on the ball and when helping out.
Johnson, the pass to Vanderbilt. Thompson outside. Krills the three-pointer. Thompson's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Hawks.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
That shot, no good. Excellent D there from Ball. For three, Mitchell. Ice. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Rice has got 9.
And you got to get out on Rice because he will make you pay from deep.
The Hawks have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Ball against Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Johnson with incredible athleticism and uses it to bully the defense there.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
First one falls for him.
Johnson is really one of the more unique point guards that we've had in the game over the years. And he's able to do it with style and substance.
And both free throws good for Johnson.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Ball against Johnson. It's Davis on the wing. Back to Ball. There's the triple. Here's Sampson, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
With those long arms, Sampson able to haul in the rebound and quickly get his own shot.
Pass to Vanderbilt. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Allen, a screen on Ball. The Hawks again can't hit. For Charlotte, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Davis, the pass to Ball. Back to Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Vanderbilt. And it's Davis missing. Last outing for Charlotte was a loss to the Pistons in Detroit. Ball against Johnson. Thompson outside. It's up a 3. Hornets with the rebound. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass the ball. Back to Davis. Over Vanderbilt. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Davis has got 6 points.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. Hornets lead by 2. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. This has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Atlanta Hawks. Trailing by 2. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Ball. And there's Davis. And it's Sampson in at the 5. So that's who Charlotte starts the second with.
Klay Thompson.
I really believe we can go ahead now and lock Klay Thompson in on the short list of the greatest pull-up shooters in the NBA. And we might be talking the all-time list here.
Now, here's Mitchell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Pistons in Detroit. And here's Davis for 3. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
The Rico, come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Thompson misses. The Hornets shooting inefficient, 53% from the field. Shots good by Rice. Rice has got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte. Drawing fouls, Clark getting to the line, all part of the game, but you think players try and draw fouls too often now?
I do in some cases, but I think it's more on an individual basis. I mean, players have to do what they need to do to try to score the ball. But I don't think anybody likes, 1, guys flopping the draw fouls, and then 2, whining when fouls aren't called.
And it's the Hornets with the ball after the basket by Atlanta. Outside, Davis. Ignoring the contact, Anthony Davis.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Ball against Johnson. Over Ball. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ball finds Davis. Back to Ball. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Sampson's teammates love taking advantage of his size and length. They know he's going to finish those lobs if they get it anywhere near the rack.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. changes. Shane Battier is checked in for Paul George. And it's Conley in for Johnson. The Hawks trail by 6. Now Conley. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Inside. And Green slams it in.
And that IQ of Green, just sizing up defenses and making the right read in that pick and roll.
Ball against Conley. Ball, the pass to Towns. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Conley kicks to Thompson. Green with a screen for Thompson. High arcing shot. Oh, Thompson, tough shot.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
And that one's good. Towns.
The real challenge, a major challenge to face a big man who can shoot like Towns can. He stretches the floor as well as any big guy in the league.
Eddie outside. From deep, Green. The Hornets pull it in. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. They get the rebound. And it's Towns missing.
You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
Thompson passes to Green. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on DeAndre Hunter.
At all times he's on the court. Green is active and physical. He loves being in the middle of the action.
The Hawks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. He misses the free throw. Cooper, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And the second.
Strong vocally on and off the floor.
Here's Ball. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Lanier, the layup off target.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Atlanta. Charles Lee. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. A look at some of the stats for Paul George.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
Ball dishes to Hunter. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Fires the 3. Atlanta with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Clark, as you look at the career of Aaron Gordon, he has blossomed into an elite role player.
Yeah, and I love the fact that he's done that. He's embraced his role. He's embraced taking fewer shots and playing more defense and getting on the glass more and making hustle plays. Not everybody would do what Aaron has done. It's a credit to him that he's been able to, again, embrace, not just accept, but embrace the role that he serves for that championship team.
Now ball, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. And again, the Hornets missing. Hawks have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Green's got 5 points so far.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Now, here's ball. Nothing on the board. Hunter for 3. Rebounded by the Hawks. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Conley.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Lanier. Over Hunter. Lanier, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ball from long range. It's hauled in by Lanier. Lanier's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Throws it up high. Towns with the steal. Here's Peterson. He's guarded by Cooper. Pass the ball. Hunter for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Conley against Ball. Here's Lanier. Back to Conley. Stolen by Ball. .103 left in the first half. Pass to Hunter. Here's Peterson. He's guarded by Cooper. 5 to shoot. Here's Towns. Drains the 19-footer. Now it's a 5-point Charlotte lead.
Nice jumper there from Towns. Boy, he's got a beautiful stroke.
There's 39 seconds left in the first half. To the paint, here's Lanier. It's rebounded by Towns.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Peterson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Peterson's got the lead up to 7 now for Charlotte. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Atlanta. Outside, Green. There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Lanier. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And so it's Charlotte bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
To center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot. You are so close.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
You know, right now for the Hawks, right about where we left them at last check. They're solidly in that playoff picture.
It'll be interesting to see how their season progresses. This team could go deep or wash out early. Hard to guess either way, man.
And guys, we saw an incredible performance from Anthony Davis in that first half, doing what he does best. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. The Hawks trail by 7. So with Conley sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. George is out there with Green, and there's Klay Thompson. Then it's Magic Johnson, and it's Lanier in at the center.
Well, we know Thompson always wired to score, but right now it even seems to be coming easier for him.
Mitchell against Thompson. Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Lanier. Lanier's got 7 rebounds in the game. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And they're also top 5 in three-point shooting. Some being the scheme, but also this group's put in a lot of practice.
And talking again about the job they've done keeping their turnovers down. It's not that they play it safe. They play in control. And that's an important difference. Here's Rice, defended by George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. His pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I'd like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
And really, Clark, Luka Doncic is a one-man wrecking crew on the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he's special. His IQ, his size, the way he can make shots against tough defense. He's got the lean back. He's got the crafty moves. And I think he's a lot stronger and a little more athletic than people give him credit for being. I mean, without a doubt, he's one of the most unique and best players that we've seen in the game.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
Magic Johnson picks one up.
You know, from the moment Luka entered the league, despite the naysayers, he's been a star, a legitimate star. And that's something you don't see very often.
That free throw, no good.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
And he ends up missing both free throws. The Hawks trail by 6. The deep 3 from Thompson. The Hawks again can't hit. The Hornets shooting 47%, pretty solid. Here's Davis, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
No question about it. No flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Stolen by Mitchell. Pass to Rice. Lots of room. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Rice has got the lead up to 8 now for Charlotte. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
14 yards. It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise.
at the numbers for Draymond Green. Averaging 5 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And while the numbers are decent, I really feel like he can do more.
Yeah, you know, his issue is more mental right now, I think. He just needs to block out the distractions and get back to being the star that he is.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Johnson kicks to Green. Thompson outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Johnson's length makes him hard to deal with inside, which is why he's able to draw fouls.
The Hawks have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Hornets leading by 6. Doncic outside. Pass to Rice. Mitchell against Thompson. Lets it go. Atlanta with the rebound. Takes a 3. And there's Paul George on the assist by Johnson. George has got 9.
Cannot let George get his feet set out on the perimeter. He'll bury it.
Here's Doncic. Count it, and the foul. Magic Johnson picks one up.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4. Vanderbilt's checked in for Green. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Johnson kicks to George. Over to the left wing. Thompson outside. Lets it go from deep. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And he's on his way to putting up a big 3-point total.
Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Rice. Over George. Vanderbilt with the rebound. The Hawks trail by 3. Johnson outside. Down low. Here's Lanier. The Hornets pull it in. Sampson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson against Mitchell. Outside, Davis. This one for 3. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 5 assists tonight. Thompson outside. Johnson against Doncic. And here's George for 3. The Hornets pull it in. Sampson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Rice. Here's Sampson. Doncic left side. Another shot out of bounds. It'll go to the Hawks.
Hawks ball.
And let's take this chance to look at some of the perimeter players who aren't afraid to mix it up in the middle either. These are the top rebounding point guards in the league. You look at Johnson, one of the game's best, second in the league.
Number 31.
And, of course, Luka Doncic. Same could be said about him.
And it may not be the first thing you think about, but if you look at a lot of the all-time great point guards, their rebounding, that nose for the basketball is a big part of their game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's no coincidence. The ability to have an impact everywhere on the floor, not just on the perimeter. I think that's what separates a lot of the great point guards from the good ones.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
chance. Look at some numbers for Klay Thompson. Averaging about 16 points, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Johnson outside. Wound up there for Allen. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they'd love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Doncic passes to Rice. And a miss there on the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Doncic. And the shot is good. The Hornet lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Vanderbilt.
This is simply Magic being Magic, finding ways to break up the D and generate looks for his team.
Outside, Davis. Charlotte moving the ball around. Takes the 3. Bucket! Davis for 3.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
At the line for the
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Hornets.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
That free throw good from Allen.
And Allen impacts the game on all levels. This kid has what it takes.
So for the Hawks, Shane Battier is checked in for George. Cooper comes in for Thompson. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Johnson. And he makes the first but misses the second. Here's Peterson. He's guarded by Cooper. Gordon dishes to Hunter. Over in the corner, Doncic. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta.
Fellow Buckeye Mike Conley, one of the outstanding point guards in the league. His defensive prowess, superb. He's not afraid to go after steals, and he usually gets his share.
Here's Doncic, the 15-footer. Good. Doncic has got 7 points.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Vanderbilt gets to Conley. Allen with the screen for Conley. Buries it from 3-point range. 5 points in the game.
Basketball can be very simple. You can let Conley run the pick and roll. It's normally a good thing.
Towns a screen on Conley. Outside, Towns. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Here's Allen. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. To the inside, Peterson, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And the slam from Peterson. Pretty good athleticism on display that time.
Allen outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
3rd team foul.
Vanderbilt a screen on Doncic.
And they're in the top half of the league in free throw shooting. Something they definitely like to improve upon, but right now they're getting by.
And their turnover ranking stands out to me. It's been a strength for them this entire season. Their ability to take care of the basketball and not beat themselves. that one falls for Mike Conley.
Yeah, he's one of the last quintessential pure point guards. Mike Conley, steady as they come, looks for others first. He wants to make passes before he scores. He's a guy you love to have as a teammate.
And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
And Conley's the guy that leads by example. And as a result, his teammates respect and trust him completely.
Doncic passes to Peterson. They set the screen. Pass to Gordon. The three-point game, such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. Number 5, the Hawks.
14. No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
No good on that one.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
And he sinks the second. There's 47 seconds left to play in the third. Conley, the pass to Allen. Back to Conley. And here is Allen. 6 to shoot. Pass to Cooper. Here's the 3. Peterson grabs the miss. Peterson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the paint. Out to Doncic. Outside Gordon. Doncic outside from downtown. That shot is off. And we've reached the end of the third. It's Charlotte leading by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Luka Doncic out there with Mitchell. And there's Davis, and it's Sampson in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Pass to Rice, launches it. Rebound, Atlanta.
You know, after connecting on 1 3-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
Thompson dishes to Johnson. Lets a floater go, and Davis sends it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Hornets leading by 5. Doncic outside. Pass to Rice. There's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another. Doncic
against Johnson. Takes it off the glass.
Yeah, watching Johnson exert his will down low now, using his height and quick release quite well inside.
Doncic passes to Davis. Mitchell kicks to Rice. That three off the mark. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. They trail by 6. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Hawks, Jared Vanderbilt. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good. And the Hawks making a change here. Green's checked in. Vanderbilt hits them both. Hornets leading by 4. Mitchell outside. And here's Doncic from the arc. Green with the rebound.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
George with no one around. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got his 6th assist on the night. The Hornets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here.
Number 16, Bob Lanier.
Pass to Sampson. Here's Rice, defended by George. Shots good by Rice.
How about this offensive barrage from Rice? Totally unstoppable right now.
Johnson dishes to Green. Back to Johnson. Here's George. And it's Rice with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
The three for Doncic. The 3-ball from Doncic.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
On the wing, Green is guarded by Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Even with the defense all over him, Thompson sticks with it and doesn't just give up on the shot.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
First free throw is good.
A taller guard with a quick trigger, Klay Thompson, is also an impressive perimeter defender and playmaker.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
A legendary shooter, Thompson is also a versatile defender who plays with great energy on both sides of the ball.
Doncic against Johnson. And it's Doncic missing.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Davis up top, defended by George. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Hawks trail by 4. Johnson outside. Over Doncic. The Hawks again can't hit. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Mitchell, great tee that time from Green. For Atlanta, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Doncic passes to Sampson. The trade. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Doncic against Johnson. Pass to Lanier. Outside, Green. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson misses. Hornets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch.
You know, this is really the challenge of trying to defend Davis because not only is he tall and smart, but he's gotten stronger. He typically blows through contact and draws fouls.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
At his best, Davis is an MVP caliber player. One of the true franchise guys in the league.
The Hawks making a switch here. Conley's checked in. And both free throws good for Davis. And so Conley will bring the ball up for Atlanta. 4-point game. Outside, Green. Pass to Conley. Doncic with the steal. Doncic with the strong move inside.
Luke, a combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He knows every possession is critical now.
It's time for Dance Cam. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. You gotta dance like everyone's watching. Hey, you're on the big screen. Keep it going.
We've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. You know, he had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. Well, what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Thompson. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Doncic steps on the gas. And the layup is good. And now it's an 8-point Charlotte lead.
No let up at all. Doncic relentless. He's going to get his. You can count on it.
Mitchell against Thompson. Launches a 3. Hornets with the rebound. Sampson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Doncic gets to Rice. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 5th assist in this one.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And with that, the Hornet leaders get down to 9 in the bucket from Lanier.
Conley plays with a lot of intelligence.
And here's Charlotte. They're on a 14-6 run. Mitchell passes to Doncic. 11 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Hornets. Here's Thompson. Fires for 3. Klay Thompson with that deep range.
And that was from the parking lot. You got to be impressed with how accurate Thompson is from way outside.
Doncic passes to Davis. Here's Sampson. Pass to Rice from outside the arc. And it's the Hornets another 3.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
1:05 left in the 4th quarter. Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean, as long as he keeps knocking them down, they might as well keep going back to the well. No reason to let it run dry. Keep firing that thing.
Sampson kicks to Davis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Conley inside the line. Again, the Hawks score.
And there is just no fear in Mike Conley. He has not met a big shot he was afraid to take.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
Seconds left in the 4th quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 2, Luka Doncic.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Thompson passes to Lanier. That shot, no good. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
So it's the Hornets picking up the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. AD, efficient night offensively. What got you going there?
I got in the gym yesterday and just played some one-on-one. Get back in the rhythm, get some game shots, and it helped me out tonight. That's it. You know, I just try to stay with it. I'm confident in my game, confident in everything that I do, every shot that I take, and tonight it went in.
Yeah, you were rolling, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Anthony Davis.